talking about something a lot of people are doing these days. We are eating frozen food. We are eating frozen food more and more, or freezing food, you know, so that we can use it a little bit later. Something's on sale, you want to get a whole bunch of it, and then unfreeze it. But you've got to be safe.
You got to be really careful
with how you deal with your frozen food.
Quick story, Tracy, about my husband. Many years ago, I think we just signed our life insurance, and we went up to an old cottage. It was just like an old, you know, like many decades ago cottage.
Yeah.
I had the freezer defrosted. I didn't know. I took out a whole chicken, cooked it, and that night I wasn't hungry, and I had, I think, a wing or a drumstick. He ate the rest of the chicken. Well, he thought I was out to kill him because he was in bed for 1 week because it thawed and I didn't know. So here we go. So what you want to do is, if there is a power failure, keep that freezer door shut for 2 days and your food will still be fine. If it's half filled, 1 day, that's it. And here's what you have to do. Everyone said, you know, well, how do you know what temperature? You got to go out and go to like Canadian Tire and buy a freezer thermometer. All right, so it's in Celsius and Fahrenheit. And here's the rule right now.
I'm going to hold that up for you
please.
So we can get a shot of that.
If your food is at around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 18, it's still safe to eat. So if you open your freezer and it's minus 18, 0, it's good.
All right.
If it starts to fall below 4 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Fahrenheit, then you want to get rid of it. But
it hasn't been frozen properly.
It hasn't been frozen. Now, partially frozen food is fine. I remember once I talked about it on a show, and I used to throw out anything that was half thawed. It's actually fine to put back in the freezer because it's above 40 degrees. So here are the things that you want to throw out if it totally thaws out. Meat. Fish. So here we've got like you know, a dinner, one of these fast food dinners. You want to throw it out because there's chicken in it. If it was just rice, you'd be fine. I'm going to throw out any ground chicken or beef.
That'll really kill you.
Really kill you.
A lot of people have issues with that. Even taking it out of the fridge, using it, putting it back in the fridge.
And think about it. Like sometimes you say, you know, money's an issue, and you say, well, oh, it's probably okay. Just think of my husband. I almost killed him. All right. All right, and the fish, chicken, and that.
And also, I mean, you've got your own line of frozen food, which I must say is delicious.
Thank you,
especially
Tracy.
the
I know
pulled
you're
pork.
on it.
And you give directions on this as well. It can be in the freezer for 3 months, but be very careful about when you're thawing it and not, you know, refreezing all of that stuff.
All right, now the other stuff you have to throw out. I freeze my cheeses. I buy them in bulk, freeze them, and I use it for grating. Soft cheese like this, you got to toss out.
Can you believe it? We're out of time.
Thaws out. Or anything, ice cream, toss out.
I wanted to talk about the cupcakes.
Oh, and the cupcake, you got to throw it out because of the icing.
You know what that means? Eat them right away. Thank you for joining us on CityLine, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Ice cream, it happens a lot.
Oh my God, and I always